This part of the nation has always been known for its ability to produce energy, with oil being a major part of the economy. Currently, though, just about everywhere you look, oil derricks are being overshadowed by wind turbines. According to the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, the latest figures show Texas is the biggest producer of wind energy, with more than 15% of the state's generation originating in the skies above. Currently, it's estimated there are about 11,000 Lone Star turbines, and 5 of the tallest can be found across the street from the Pantex plant. A few years ago, the federal government mandated that by 2020, renewable energy would account for 20% of the power needs for its facilities.
About 2009, they started doing alternative studies. We had a requirement, a federal requirement, that was supposed to go into effect in 2020 to have 20% of our energy provided by a renewable source. And so we started working on it about 2009, doing some trade-off studies. Mostly it came down between solar and wind energy. And we decided on wind energy. It was the most cost-effective for our location at the time.
That government-backed pilot program, the Pantex Renewable Energy Project, or PREP, is considered a success. Within the first few months of production, the turbines towering 400 feet above the ground were creating the equivalency of 64% of the electrical needs of Pantex.
I think it's immensely successful. It's the first of its kind for the DOE to do a behind-the-meter wind application where we tie the wind generation directly to plant load. We prove the engineering here works, and then for viability anywhere else, it's just the economics of whether their rates at that site justify the cost savings to doing the project.
The renewable side also posts some impressive numbers. Check this out. Generating more than 43 million kilowatt hours of electricity is equal to the power consumption of 3,800 homes. Conversely, the carbon footprint has diminished dramatically, equal to removing 7,800 cars from the roads or planting 920,000 trees. All this with a combined cost savings of $2.8 million annually.
It's a viable source of renewable energy. In the Panhandle, the Midwest, we prove that you can put it behind the meter application, then it just becomes the economics of the tariffs that you're under and the rates you have to pay.
Renewable wind energy is now a permanent part of the High Plains landscape, with turbines stretching from border to border. It's also home to the federal government's pilot program to use renewable energy sources at its facility, namely Pantex.
But the first DOE facility to have renewable energy, and we know we're by far the greatest generator because we're generating about 60% of our energy needs, and nobody else is even close to that in the DOE.
PREP serves as the keystone for ongoing collaboration with Texas Tech University. A memorandum of understanding was signed with the university to combine resources for the college, which offers the first doctoral degree program in wind science and engineering in the country.